So actually I'm going to head back towards the crystal so I can actually go back to my claim, and I'm going to start building. I'm going to keep building. For those of you who maybe are newer to my stream, maybe haven't been around as much, recommended by a friend or anything like that, I mainly have been doing modern builds, so like the kind of the ultra modern. Like I had a friend who saw what I was building and he said it's like somewhere where the Tony Stark would live, that kind of thing, that kind of style. But in order to sort of pay respect to the fact that I have a new claim in the old growth forest, I've been working on basically working on a modern cabin, and so kind of shifting gears, doing. I mean, it's still modern, it's still my style, and still my design, but it's just a different kind of flavor, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. So this will be I started it last night, which was a lot of fun. When I was like maybe an hour into the build, Dave Georgeson showed up and started answering questions, which was a lot of fun. He was being super candid too, just like he had been on Yumina's stream the night before during the whole Patchgate. I shouldn't call it that because it wasn't controversial really, just very, very, took a ton of hard work from all the guys over at SOE. They were there really late. The game came up about for me it was like 1:20 a.m., which I'm in San Diego just like they are, so it was 1:20 a.m. for them too. So I'm just checking the map just because even though I used to live here, I absolutely get disoriented all the freaking time. Remus pointed out, considering it's alpha, it's better than any of the betas I've been in. I've really found that to be the case. I mean, like, I can't remember the last time even a beta was this good, let alone an alpha, in terms of I mean, there have been bugs, but they squish them. There have been, in terms of the involvement of the devs, it's insane. Like, the fact that they're in our streams almost every night, it's incredible. SOE's in San Diego, yeah. It's up on, well, I guess it's kind of meaningless unless you live around here, but it's in San Diego. Northern San Diego, but it's San Diego, yeah. So... And I actually got really excited because last night when Dave Georgeson was on, I hinted at, I was like, well, there's a program and I'm trying to work with Dexella to basically get an affiliate link, which, as I was saying earlier, basically if people purchase the game with the link, it lets me earn points towards stuff I can give away, like Prime Grabblers, Alpha Codes, but also stuff like an interview with the devs, or like a tour of their place, to check out the facilities, And I was like, well, hey, I'm a local, so that would be pretty feasible, right? Like, that would be pretty easy. And yeah, he was like, oh, you know what? Just talk to Omid. And I was just like, really? So he was super cool about it. Yeah, their involvement with the game is just really amazing. Remus says, totally thought you were going to fall in that pit. I used to live here. I knew it was there. In fact, I've been really keeping an eye on what that guy was building. Initially, he was the guy who had all the stations, like all the crafting stations that I used before I had built my own. So I was there quite a bit, and he had this big old spider, like he had sculpted this spider out front, and so I used to watch that, or keep an eye on it all the time. But then all of a sudden he completely emptied his claim and wanted to start over on it, and I hadn't seen him on too much lately. So maybe he's waiting for new stuff. Okay, I'm downloading now. Lucky for you, it's a very quick download because so much of the stuff is like procedurally generated or cached. The download itself is actually really pretty quick, especially compared to a lot of other MMOs. So whenever you get in game, you can either let me know on the stream if I'm still streaming, or otherwise I'll just send you a message after the stream, and we'll We'll figure it out to get you that rosewood. King of the Coconut says, thanks again for hosting the giveaway. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. You're welcome. I hope you guys had fun. Even if you didn't win anything, I hope you guys had fun. I think it's fun just to. Why am I on courage? I don't want to be on courage. Why do I didn't mean to slip that either. What the heck am I on? Spine? I don't remember my own island. Spine. Does anyone know the voxel by voxel size of a claim? It's something like 174 by 174. Or like 174 by 175. I want to say it's actually off by one on one of the sides. Rubito says, do you ever eat at Felipe's? No! Is it good? What kind of food is it? I haven't even heard of it. San Diego's a big place. There are a lot of restaurants around here. It's just waiting to load in. Hopefully no. Yeah, there we go. Height. Height is something like I want to say 250? 225 maybe? I think it's 250 though. 250. Wolf LVR says, Wolf LRV says 250, so I go with 250. Bito, apparently Felipe's is the best pizza in San Diego, Little Italy. Okay, well that's probably pretty accessible for me then. I should check it out. So I did indeed end up on Serenity Spire. Serenity's been a little funny. Sometimes when you click to go to Serenity, it actually puts you on Courage instead. I'm not really sure why. Theory Crafting says claim size is 175 by 175 by 250. Yeah. Yep. I've been kind of following this guy's build. I think he started with the template, but then he's been adding to it. I kind of showed it this morning, but since it's just kind of on the way to my claim, I figured I'd kind of show it. Whoa, things like unloaded. That was a little strange. I like the railing. I think it's fun. I think it's fun that he did a two-level kind of railing. I think it looks nice. Green Price says, oh, well, that glitch is why my claim is on Courage. I thought it was on Serenity. Exactly. I ran into the exact same thing. I initially put my claim down like over here or something, and then I moved it and I ended up over here. I don't know why. I think I'll have to probably restart the game, probably because I did a island switch. The game still kind of coughs a little bit when you switch islands. So I'll restart the game just so that's smooth. But yeah, I started on it had put me on Courage, and I actually, when I relogged, I chose Serenity and actually put me in Serenity, and I didn't see my claim, right, because I was on a different server, but I didn't know it, and so I freaked out because I was like, I don't have a claim. It wasn't in my claim menu. I didn't have a flag. I was just like, I just waited for like 12 hours and no claim, right? So I was kind of bummed, and then I discovered that I was on Courage. So I'm gonna relog real quick. I'm not going to interrupt the stream or anything, just relogging, and hopefully nothing dies. Yeah, the glitch happens when you change servers. Yep. That's why I'm relogging, because that usually fixes it. But yeah, several people had, or I actually haven't encountered anybody that went to Serenity, knew they were on Serenity, did get on Serenity, like got it on the first try. Like, I haven't encountered anyone that didn't say that they went to Courage first. Why Courage? I don't know. Cool. Unfortunately, it looks like the day just started here, so that's pretty good. We'll have daylight for a while. So for those of you who are kind of new around here, this is my claim. I'm working on, I'm still getting all the props disappearing. I might have to restart the game. I was hoping to avoid it. Wolf LRV says, found your claim today, looking great. Thanks. I just started it last night, so it's looking pretty bare bones. I'm just starting to start working on it. Oh, I knew there was someone hanging around here. I was like, I knew it. Hey, Sarah. Word. Guess I should be. There we go. You're watching the stream. Okay. Any chance you can talk about how you decide to start your build? I'm stuck looking for ideas. I talked a lot about that last night on my stream. But if you missed it, basically, usually I have some. I almost never start with a floor plan. I almost never start knowing like where I'm going to put stuff. Usually I go off of two things. One, where I want to put windows to showcase views because that's really important to me. And two, there's some feature that I've decided I want. In this case, I wanted this window like this. I really wanted this. I wanted this great room to have this. Trading session? I'm intrigued. So I really wanted this great room. On previous houses, like on my previous modern house, I wanted the angled roof and I wanted the fin to kind of balance it out. And in that case, I actually, I hashed out several drawings, several of which looked really terrible, and then finally I came up onto one, and you're not going to be able to see it because it's so light. But I just kind of really scratched it out. Oh, thank you, Sarah! Oh, nah. Thank you, Sarah! Is there a cheer? There is a cheer. So thank you, Sarah. I appreciate the striped wood. I've been running particularly low. I actually had to start doing stuff in, I don't know if I still have any out right now, but I do. I had to start doing stuff in thatched wood because I ran out of striped wood, just as a placeholder, and it was really ugly, but I did that kind of on purpose because I knew, like, well, if I make it plain wood or something, it'll blend in and I won't remember to go back. Anyway, so that's why this looks so bizarre. But yeah, I pick a feature like the angled wood or the angled roof, or like the second home. I wanted a curved facade, which if you haven't seen my other houses, because I know like right now it's kind of hard to see where I'm going with it. If you're looking at they changed your nickname. Oh man, that's funny. So yeah, if you kind of want to see stuff I've done that's actually in its complete form, there's some YouTube links down below on the channel. That they're like 6 minutes long each. They're just clay tours showing, you know, all the different parts of the house, so you can see kind of what I've been doing. I love seeing when people grapple because it looks like totally just Superman on out of there. Like, it's so bizarre. And I don't know why that just made that disappear. Kind of strange. Oops, that's the wrong wood. Weird. What's up with that? So, So yeah, I usually pick some feature that I want to have in that house, and that's all I go in with. That's really all I go in with, and then, you know, with that, I just kind of go, because what happens is I'll be working on something and I'll get stuck and I'll be like, I have no idea what the heck to do with this area. I have no idea. I don't want to think about it right now. I'm going to do this. And usually what happens is I'll keep working on some other space, and then I'll be able to come back eventually, and something else will have changed enough that suddenly it'll start to make sense to me. Rubito says, your great room has the windows, so it's not really an issue for you, but I couldn't find out how to fill the space beneath the arch of the room, the triangle portion. Any advice? So I do have advice. What you can do is actually fill this in first and then do the line tool. I will actually be deleting this line tool work here because I'm going to put in the, like, pixel by pixel. It'll be rough and it's fine. You actually want to overfill it a little bit because the line tool will go straight through voxels, right? Like if I had this, if this beam came up through here, the line tool will intersect it no problem and replace the voxels here. So, in fact, I can do it right now. Why not? Oh, actually, I do know why not. The grapple bug. I'll have to wait until the grapple bug is finished, actually. Dewdrift. Oh, I didn't even see. Dewdrift looked like Daredevil. Perv. So Dewdrift, so this I will fill with stucco, and I'll overfill it. I'll actually put it just a little bit into where the beam will go, and that way, when I put the line tool, it'll come out really clean. That's something I figured out when I did Modern House number 2. I did a lot with the curved facade, because I ran into the same issue with the floor meeting the wall, right? Because the wall was, I'm trying to see how you can, like, I don't know. The wall was curved, or the wall was curved, the floor was not, and it was just, the intersection was a problem. So if you put the floor in first and then put the line tool over, much better. Rabito says, so as long as the line tool ends up higher than the rough edges, it will just fill in. Correct. So in this case, it's higher, but basically, if I, excuse me, my goodness. I'm not going to leave it like this because I can only do a very rough version from here. I want to be able to grapple up. But just so you can see what I'm talking about, I'll just undo this. Something caught in my throat. Whoa. So, just for the sake of demonstration. I could probably demonstrate this elsewhere, but I don't know. So if again, this is not going to work completely perfectly because I'm down here and I can't see what the heck I'm doing. But if you overfill, oh, I can kind of do this. Oh, I can totally, okay, I can do this. Okay, cool. I can do this. Odd that the left mouse button works when the right doesn't, because normally it was the right. So I'm going to overfill. And basically so that it will definitely, I don't want like these at the moment. It's questionable. I don't know. They might come out under the line. I want them to be over the line. Whoa. Shoot. Did it really just undo? How weird. Buggy much? That's the second time I've encountered that, because on the other side it was kind of doing similar stuff. How bizarre. Let's try that again. Whoa. It's basically like undo seems to be sort of freaking out a little bit, and it's odd because I didn't encounter that this morning. Strange. So I'm just making sure that basically these voxels, I don't want them to poke out the other side. Like this might poke out on even these might poke out on the other side of the line. I don't want that. Did I already do the giveaway? I did. You know what? I'll change the title because that's confusing. So let me change this. Bonus stream. So hopefully that'll update pretty soon so that no one has to be disappointed. Okay, so that's troubling because it's basically functioning as an undo all, like it's stepping backward like so far that it's like it even undid what I did over here. That's really strange. It's going to make it pretty hard to build. Dorado, Texas. I'll have to wait till 31 then. Do you mean like March 31st, like the beta? That is when, and we had Dave Georgeson blessed us with his presence last night while I was doing a bonus stream. And he basically said, you know, unless, obviously they reserve the right to change the dates if something really crazy happens. Okay, Rubito. Well, I was thinking, I mean, I could have just gotten it done. It's no skin off my nose, right? If I can just get it done. But yeah, basically, as long as these blocks are, you don't want them poking up the top side, but as long as they're going up under there, it'll just be it'll meet clean. Occasionally, you'll get just slight wonkiness, but it's definitely preferable to do it this way than it is to to put it in. To do it the other way, than to do, you know, basically you want to do the triangle first and then the line versus doing the line and then the triangle. Cool. Theory Crafting says, I had this bug too. It went away after I restarted the game. Maybe I'll try that then, because I respect your guys' time and I don't really want to, if it's not working right and I can fix it, then I'd rather do that. Okay, so that worked. I'm gonna go ahead and restart the game though, just to be on the safe side. Now here's the rub. My AFK screen has been freaking out. I think I fixed it, but I won't really know until I'm live, which I am. So if I disconnect, I will be back. For some reason, XSplit's been locking up when I go to AFK. So if I have any issues, I'll be back. Promise. All right, so we're good. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. I just don't want you to watch me place and replace the same blocks over and over. Yeah, see, how weird. Like, all of these went away now. Hopefully that'll be resolved, though. It was pretty funny when Dave Georgeson was in chat because I encountered a couple of pretty minor bugs, but just one of those things where, like for example, the claim text at the moment when you're editing your claim description, you can't put in punctuation. So even stuff like era's claim, like a apostrophe, you can't do that. And so, and I was like, but I want to be enthusiastic and have a million, you know, exclamation marks. And actually, I want to be able to link my Twitch stream, or not link it, but, you know, have it. You know, stuff like that where I don't think he'd heard of that yet, so it was kind of fun. He's like, noted. Kind of fun. But it's amazing. He frequents, and several of the other devs do as well. Omid is great about doing it as well. Basically, they go around and check out different streamers all the time, so pretty cool. Pretty cool that they do that. All right. So if you're wondering, if you're looking at this and you're like, what, like WTF era, like what is this? So I'm experimenting. Basically, I was looking for a solution to, I wanted to kind of define this area as this is going to be like a mini office. Did I already do both Explorer Path giveaways? I did. I'm sorry, Orc. I like your name though. Props for the name. I did already do the giveaway. I'm sorry. But congratulations again to those who won. So this area is it's just sort of to divide the room in a cool way, but without actually closing it off. So this is I'm gonna make sort of like a built-in desk here with like a computer or something and some shelves and a clock, and it's gonna be awesome. I don't feel like working on that right now because microvoxels can give me a headache. Yeah, Blazing Ninjas. I was really cool to be able to give away 2 packs. I was so excited about it. It's not just one, it's 2, which is all thanks to Rama. You can all thank Rama the next time you see him. He's the one who contributed those packs and let me give them away. So now this wall, I kind of discovered late that this wall I'd been planning to have sort of like a couple of like double doors or something to get out, but due to the claim boundary being like right here, it's a little scary to do that because basically any sort of work near the claim boundary causes craziness. Is this the same house that I tried to make a curved wall? Nope, that was modern house number 2. I'm on what would be number 4 now. I build all the things. If you want to check out the result of that one, how that one turned out, the link to it is down below under the YouTube section. It says something to the effect of Modern House number 2 claim tour. It's just like 6 minutes. You can see how it turned out. But I'm now, since I moved to the new biome, I'm in the old growth forest. I'm sort of paying my dues to that. I'm paying homage to the location, and so I'm going with a cabin, except like a modern version. I don't know. And this was the last thing I did this morning before I ended the stream. So maybe I'll keep working over in this vicinity. Damn, I'm already out of town for this stuff. Thank you. Damn, son. So I'm just thinking, so this is going to be the basement. This is where eventually I'll be sticking stuff like the crafting tools and stuff. I have to be a little bit careful about it because they produce smoke, and the smoke goes through stuff. It's not hindered by voxels, so it, like I've had houses where it popped up in my kitchen, it's popped up in my dining room, at least initially, and then I moved it to avoid it. But I've got 2 things to think about. One, I can't go much this way, which would be my instinct. I'd like to kind of wrap the bedroom around a little bit. I may try to do that as much as I can. So I can't go too much this way, so I'll probably actually go down maybe. Or I could even potentially wrap around this way maybe. I don't know yet. I almost hate to move this up because I've already kind of worked with it so much, but it's just stuff. I can move it. So let's see. I need to make a new platform so that I can see what the heck I'm doing. I really recommend for anyone who's building anything even remotely, even slightly large, especially if you're building on a hill like I am and it's harder to step back and kind of see what the heck you're doing. Build a platform. It makes a huge difference. Let's see. Rubito says, I know in real life most walls are around 10 feet high. However, that makes things cramped in game because of the camera. I found a good height that looks normal but gives enough headroom. Honestly, I've noticed with each build, my ceilings keep getting higher. Although, not always. Like the Modern House 3, the second story was certainly, like the ceilings were about this high, I think. So in this room, because I'm not going to be building, at least as far I have it planned, building up. Although it's an interesting thought, isn't it? Might build up. maybe, ooh, what? Oh, what if I could, instead of doors, I could build, like put a staircase here. Thoughts. Or here. Thoughts. I don't know. But since in this house, I'm, at least thus far, nothing is stacked. So I'm not really worrying about it. I'm just going up as much as I want. But, hey, Alderax. Good morning. Or, whoa, not good morning. Good evening. Several houses I did about, I think it was about 14 feels pretty good. 16 feels a little better for voxels. 16 is that high, which is like double the height of the person. So it's I mean, against a normal scale of like, you know, if you have like, you know, like 8 or 10 foot ceilings, this is kind of ridiculous. But I feel like it's at least more in the normal scale. It's not ridiculously huge, but it still makes you feel like you're not like huddled. But I'll probably actually I'm going to turn on the claim border just for a second so that I can make a platform that's, and yes, I am a fail grappler. Especially now there seems to be some sort of bug where it, as an alpha feature, they made it so basically you can scale any mountain just by walking up it. Well, with the recent patch, it seems that something about that seems to have been disrupted. Oh, I have tons of room to step back. Sweet. So I will. So much room. Oh yeah. Yay. I could move my other platform too. I thought I had it at the limit. That's why I made it here. Sweet. So I'll turn off those boundaries because they're ugly. So I had been planning to build out and back, but I can't because of the claim boundary. So I might build this way. Might build down. Now normally I kind of had the living room be sort of the most protruding. But where in the heck does it is there a rule that has to be the case? I don't know of it. So I might actually have the maybe have this start to slope down a little bit down here, and then have the bedroom or a bedroom here, perhaps. It kind of puts it on level with the basement, but I don't care. I don't know. So that's what I'm thinking. I think that would balance quite nicely. And it's using the claim, right? Because I can't really curve around very much this way. I can do a little bit, but not a lot. Let's see, where is the actual boundary? Am I here yet? I'm on it. Okay, so I mean, I could do a little bit. Maybe I could do a second bedroom. I can do something here and then something down. Satana Demonium says, what are your PC specs? I'm not very good at remembering off the top of my head these things. I know my graphics card. I have two 570s, the GTX 570s. I know that my processor is an i7. It's one of the older ones. I want to say it's like, honestly, it's like 969 something. Basically, it's got 3 digits. It's pretty old, relatively old. I built it in 2010, I think. So that's what I'm hoping to upgrade. That's what I'm saving for right now. I'm trying to upgrade to, I want to get one of the new 2011 sockets, which means getting a new motherboard, unfortunately. I think it's the 4820 is the one I was looking at, the i7 4820. So it's gonna be a pricey little bundle, but that way I can hopefully 920, maybe. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's like 3 digits, and I think it's 9 something. 920 might be it. But yeah, that way I can stream in higher quality, because at the moment, I mean, at least the stream is smooth, which is, I mean, getting an SSD, I mean, you guys, I almost even hate to mention it because I almost don't want you to go and watch the old streams, but a couple weeks ago, I switched to putting I put first the game and then Windows and the game on an SSD. And guys, if you're having trouble running this game at all, if you get it and you're having trouble with it, SSD. SSD. It will probably, almost certainly, if you're actually good on, obviously, check your stuff and see how it compares to the specs. But if you're meeting that stuff, it's probably the SSD. All right, see you, Adric. It's something you should really consider. And definitely is one of the more cost-effective upgrades you can make that really has a huge effect on this game. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I'm going to start steps here. Grab some dull metal iron. Again, one of my favorite textures in the world, or in the world of Landmark. And this is going to have an effect on the ceiling in here, but I'm okay with that because that's exactly the kind of thing that can, sort of unplanned changes that can cause you to shift directions in your building, but they end up being really interesting. It helps your builds just have personality. Didn't mean to do it quite like that, though. And I have 12 gigs of RAM, so, okay, but not, fantastic or anything. I'd like to get more, but that's, again, down the line. Gotta save. It's one of those things where getting a new motherboard means, or getting a new processor means getting a new motherboard for me because I have an older socket. I think it's 1366, I believe. That sounds right to me. It's one of the older ones. So it's going to be a pricey endeavor. I'm hoping to be able to do it before Star Citizen gets really going. So Satan and Tanarium is posting all the specs. Really nice specs, actually. So I would say if you're having any issues, like I would say, looking at what you're saying with your, the second one obviously is a little bit, the graphics card and the processor are a little bit, they're not quite as good. But if you're having trouble and you're considering that, if you're willing to do a hardware upgrade, try SSD. No, I have 12 gigs of RAM. I don't have, no. Yeah, I have 12 gigs of RAM. Not 2. I might have misspoken. I thought I said 12. So the only reason I'm not mass clearing just because I might not need to, and that'll reduce the amount I have to heal up later. So I'm trying to see. Sure. I'm trying to see. So what I think I'll do is actually have a little bit of a secondary landing and maybe have I don't know, study. I don't know, laundry room. Laundry room? Is that a thing? I can put a laundry room. Wall of Chaos is posting his specs. Runs horrible if I stream. You're actually very close. That's very close to my specs, except when I didn't have an SSD, horrible. It was really, I felt really bad because it was darn near unwatchable. At least by the end of the streams, basically it would increasingly desync, and the frames would get so incredibly low. You couldn't see what I was doing. It would only update every couple seconds. It was just kind of pointless. And serious kudos to the followers who actually stuck with me through that, because man, that was some intense. Actually, I don't want that many stairs. Not quite that many. Maybe this many. Start a trade. I read a very amusing description of how you have to get when you're trying to start a trade. Sometimes it's hard to get close enough and get the correct positioning. Oh, I forgot we had talked about that. He had mentioned earlier that he would come by and bring some light stones because it's getting for some reason the old growth forest has. Thank you so much. Oh shoot. Okay, see you later, Wood. There we go. Thank you so much. That'll help a lot when I'm building. I have to remember to put it in. Do I have my vault somewhere? I think I have it down here. Actually, I should probably place a chest. Again, in a very ugly way, but just so I can get stuff down and not have it in my inventory. All these props. But yeah, my stream was really quite hard to watch at that point because of the frames. But simply upgrading to an SSD, basically, I think it's because of the way they've said that the game kind of functions. You know, basically they've talked about because it's all procedurally generated. There's a lot of stuff that's handled on your end that's not sent down from the server. You know, your computer's handling it, and then you build up a cache so that you don't have to run through all those computations all the time. Well, the cache, it's reading and writing from that all the time. So being able to have faster read and write times is going to make a big difference. That's basically the way that Dave Georgeson described it to us last night when he was on the channel. So yeah, Grimfire is saying that went from GeForce 650 to a GeForce 770 and now it runs great. This game eats hard drives. Yeah, a Raptor I guess is not maybe not quite enough. I mean, if you're struggling, that might be somewhere to look at least. I mean, I know that's not, a hardware upgrade isn't maybe in the cards, but if you're looking to upgrade hardware to increase your performance, that might do it for you. That's not what I meant to grab. I meant to grab. Oh golly! I wonder if the selection tool is going to be on the fritz again. That's happened a couple times. It's funny, but it's also kind of irritating. Yeah, the cache gets really big. Right now they have a thing. What block am I using for stairs gray trim? This is dull metal iron. It's one of my very, very favorite materials. It's listed under iron, dull metal. It's fantastic. It's a nice deep gray, and in a lot of light it looks darn near black, but a very soft kind of black, or charcoal. Joam, I am on Serenity Spine, and I'm really close to the portal. This thing is 6 years old. Gotta start saving. Yeah. Wear both of those greater light stones at night. It will help a bunch. Yes, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much. And I say seriously because that's his name. But seriously, thank you so much. Yeah, it gets so gets so dark out here at night. That's what I meant to say. And I don't know what's up with that because I have plenty of light in terms of sky access, but it's just the moonlight isn't particularly strong in this biome. So I'm trying to figure out sort of how to do the thing, how to work with this space because it's a little weird. Whoa. Space is a little weird because it's coming down, but I want this kind of open. I might do some sort of half wall maybe. I could do a rail, actually. That would probably be preferable to a block of stucco. Okay, so. Don't know. I'm thinking maybe a laundry room on this side because I don't have a ton of room to go this way. But we were joking about that it's something I don't have, and houses have laundry rooms and stuff, so I could totally, whatever. I actually wonder, do I want to step down that much? Yeah, probably. Okay. Gosh, I'm getting so much stuff caught in my throat. Now, I always make floors, oops, that's actually not what I meant to do. I always make floors a couple voxels wide, or thick. Same thing with walls. I'm very picky about always making walls a couple voxels thick. One, because it looks nicer. I mean, I guess realistically, it doesn't make sense for the width of a wall to be the width of a person. I feel like when it's a single voxel, it feels too thin. It feels like they're not structurally significant or something. I don't know. It doesn't feel quite right to me. So for that, but also because if they're too thick, then you can change the inside and the outside independently. It's especially important for exteriors. Because usually like the wall coverings you want to use on exteriors are really not the same as what you would use on an interior. I think that goes for just about, unless you're building like if you're building a castle, you might be able to get away with it, just because stone everywhere. But otherwise, it would be a problem. Just kind of clearing bit by bit. I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. And again, I'll probably end up having to adapt the basement quite a bit to deal with what I'm building up here, which is it's just going to add more kind of dimension down there, so it's all good. Just cleaning this stuff up, and I'll need to make those a little more solid just so it doesn't, although I might actually go with it down here. I might maybe get a different texture down here, but just sort of, I don't know, we'll see. I could turn it into something maybe. It's kind of like the building equivalent of emergent gameplay. Like, like just letting stuff happen and just responding to it, I think you're able to come up with stuff that you wouldn't think of, like maybe you wouldn't plan it that way, but you're totally capable of creating it. You're totally capable of making those choices. Just might not be your first thought. And sometimes it looks like crap, but sometimes it doesn't. So I'm thinking of this as like a landing kind of thing, and I'll have maybe laundry room off this way, like doorway, and then this way. And I can't go awfully far. I think we said about here is the boundary. Yeah. Okay. So where that disappears. So right there. So I can't go very far. Wolf Ellery says, I think that's been my problem. Too much planning. I think. This is my personal take, and people are going to feel very differently about this, but for me personally, about the worst thing I can do is maybe stand here, step back and plan everything, and like block out everything all at once and be like, I'm doing this here and this here and this here and this here, and already have exactly, because what you end up with, that's how you end up with like big rectangles next to rectangles. Like, it doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel as homey. It doesn't feel interesting. You end up with just rectangles, right? Whereas if you start building, like if you start in one area and you just kind of go out this, you spread out kind of radiate out as you work on stuff, or if you get stuck on something, you go to something else. By focusing on one set, like you'll make decisions that are going to affect other stuff and cause you to change your plans. So, point being, you end up with kind of more variation and more interesting stuff, I think. So I'm going to have a wall here. Not that thick, just too thick. Actually, that. I don't need to put flooring under that, but I didn't clear those out. Let's do that. I mean, some people are really capable of, like, you know, planning everything out all at once and just doing it. I am certainly not one of those people. So maybe that'll work for some people, but I think if you're stuck, maybe if you're struggling, something to try is definitely to just kind of go piece by piece. You know, start small and just kind of go from there. Rubito says you should cut a cave into the mountain and make a wine cellar. A wine cellar. Wine cellar. I'll have to think of something I could use for racks, because for bottles you can absolutely use like smoothing stuff. Like you can make bottles, but the racks you won't be able to use voxels for racks because it'll disrupt the smoothing stuff. That'd be a challenge. That'd be cool. Yeah, no problem, Wolf. I mean, I don't know if I honestly don't know if it's helpful to you guys, but I figure if it might be, it's not gonna hurt. One second. Whoa. Cool. Sorry, my eyes started watering. My allergies are kicking up. So, I'm trying to think of what would still be an easy, like, I don't want this to feel cramped in here, so I probably need a little bit more space like this. So it feels like maybe not quite that much, but we'll see. So the laundry room's going to be over here, which I figure will be sort of a relatively small room. Certainly be able to keep it within my spatial restrictions over here. Well, you already have barrels in the game for the bulk of it. There you go. Yeah, I'll need to think of something. Might be able to maybe turn tables, like the little like benches and stuff. Not benches, the like end tables they have. Turn those around so that the legs, maybe? Though that might work. I don't know. I don't know how much you can scale those down. If you can scale them down enough, it might work nicely as like a wine rack kind of thing. Certainly be a cool challenge. And I've seen bars, but I haven't seen wine racks. So it'd be fun. So and this is one of those situations where, yeah, I could select this and copy and paste it, but the reality is it's actually a lot faster just to select it, move the selection, and then fill it. Actually, I don't need it that wide. Maybe. Feels very grand for a laundry room, doesn't it? Probably something more like, and then have a beam come across here. But actually not through the wood because they wouldn't intersect. So I need a horizontal plate. you go. And then parts of this almost are starting to take on sort of a craftsman kind of style to it, in a way. I'm not really intending for that to happen, but it's happening a little bit. I think just because of all the beams and the angles. It's kind of craftsman-y. So how do I get that wood? Do you want to meet at the spire, Joanne? Double check I haven't. Good. Okay. I was like, I've been making sure that I haven't built a lot of stuff with burled wood just to make absolutely sure that I wouldn't dig into that 10,000 I promised. Because I was like, I don't want to delete stuff. I don't want to delete stuff. So if you make your way to the spire, I'll come. Well, maybe if you could come to my island, I'll just meet you at the spire. Can we do that, Joanne? Maybe if you come to Serenity Spine. And since you're new, so the way you do that is I can show you, but I don't want to do it because I'll end up having to restart the game. So if you could come to me, that would be preferable. But if you come to you go to the crystal and you click on it, and you'll see a bunch of server names on the left and then islands on the right, and you click on you click on the one you want to go to and hit confirm, and then you'll end up hopefully really close to this portal, and then I'll trade you your wood that you won. So while I'm waiting for him, I'm just gonna do some chopping, some mining. I think I saw some iron. Yeah, iron over here. Can always use more iron. Yeah, so a wine cellar, and that totally fits with the cabin like idea. Like it's very like I mean, let's be honest, like whoever owns this house, which I don't actually think of it as my house. I feel like I'm building it, but maybe I don't live there. Is that weird? I don't know. Maybe that's totally bizarre. And you're like, what's your problem? It's just so weird. But I kind of think of it like this person who lives here. Like I'm envisioning, let's be honest, they have to be kind of loaded, because it's pretty big and it's clearly new and kind of custom. It's just they're loaded, okay. I kind of feel like maybe it's somewhere up in like Bellevue, somewhere up in like in the Seattle kind of area. Really woodsy, Pacific Northwest kind of. Maybe they're like I don't know, some tech. I don't know, Bill Gates. I don't know. It's just in my head. It just not like okay, let's make Bill Gates' house, but more like it just kind of works. Let me know if you have any trouble with it, Joanne. I know you just got the game, so it's kind of messed up to have you come over here, but it's like practice or something. Whoa! Holy, what is this? I'm gonna let the textures load in because this clearly is something awesome. There we go. Wow. Okay, so we're on my home planet, Serenity Spine. Wow, look at this, guys. Dude, these spikes are ridiculous. I love how they're using the two different tones of stone to like get more detail, and like this, like how they're inlaying the worked stone with the worked slate. Freaking cool. Oh, does this go somewhere? Oh, yes, it does. You should totally like make one of those spike-filled rooms and lure people. Go back and around the front. This is freaking cool. Oh, and there's like a thing that like goes with it. Let me check this out first though. What's up here? That's closed, okay. Wow. This reminds me very much of like, well, it's not the same, it's a little more angular. It's more the pillars and stuff, or the columns and towers are wider, but it kind of reminds me of the architecture from like Minas Morgul or something, like where the Wraith hung out. Really feels reminiscent, I think, because of all the spikes. Really cool. Tons of detail. Show me your map. Is that you? Okay, I'll come find you. Oh, that's not you. But yeah, just hang out by the portal and I'll come to you, no problem. But I just didn't want to have to change worlds. I probably should have. Looking for you. Except I don't know your name, actually. I just realized I totally don't know what you'll make your name. So I'll hang out by the portal right here. If you're getting close. Could be you, maybe. So my name is Aridia in game. You're looking for Aridia. Yeah, what is this little tower? It's like that's a little companion tower, like a watchtower or something. I'm still right by the portal, Joanne. Still right by the portal. That's really cool. Ooh, and I really like the texture here. Really like the texture here. I'm Labyrinth. Oh, what? How about you tell me which, Joanne, I'll come to you. Which server and, thingy, island are you on? Is Labyrinth one of them? I don't even... No, okay. I was like, I don't think it is. And then 34 people show up, all claiming to be Joanne. No. I'll have him confirm it in chat. That would be quite ridiculous. Crazy how much room there still is, though. Honestly, I didn't expect there to still be this much room on this island. Like, all this tundra? Like, this is really close. Like, look how close this is to the flag, or to the, portal. Whoa, caps. So Grimfire has linked his second attempt at a PvP arena. I like what you've done with the inlay, like around the rim on the top. I like how you sort of like beveled it almost. It looks really cool. And I like that, like, it looks really neat with the ice. It looks, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, in WoW, when I played it a long time ago, it was in the not Frozen Throne, the Arthas expansion. The Arthas expansion. There was like up in the mountain peaks or snowy peaks or something, like there was like a thing where you could fight with these blue ladies. And you could like fight with bears and stuff. It reminds me of that because it's like this little pit sunk down into the ice, and they had something similar. Just reminds me of it. It looks pretty cool. Bomb. Huh? Yeah, so Joanne, if you look right here, if you look, like, you can see it just faintly, especially if I put it over something darker. Right here it says Eradia Serenity Spine. So if you could just type excuse me. If you could just type in chat. Just tell me where you are now. Just tell me what island, or what server and what island. And I'll come bring that stuff to you. Grimfire says, the two doors you see are entrances for people to enter Dang, you've got it all thought out, man. That's pretty cool. Pretty neat. Are you gonna put like a? You could put like a, almost like a gate that comes down. I mean, obviously it couldn't move, but you could do like a little pointy and intimidating looking gate with microvoxels. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, Labyrinth. That's what you're telling me. That's your name. I was like, Labyrinth. There's no island called Labyrinth. Right, what? I'm like, is there something I don't know? Oh, Labyrinth. I see you. Okay, cool. All right, give me just a second because it's been a little funky when I've tried to trade like limited amounts of. Okay, help me out. Walk away from the portal just a bit. Like if you see me, I saw you. You were like right here. Relocking. Okay. Yeah, when I learned how to do good microvoxels. You can try, you know what I would suggest doing? If you're going to play around with microvoxels, always do it like up in the air away from other stuff so that you can play around with it and, you can mess around with welding and all this stuff, but it won't like cause weird welding to other stuff that and cause you to have to redo stuff. Okay, so to accept the trade, there's like a little box. Oh, don't run. Where'd you go? I didn't see you. There's a little box in the lower right-hand corner. Just hit accept trade. And hopefully it trades. Trades all right. I know this was kind of buggy before. I have to do this 1,000 at a time, I guess. Okay, we're doing it 1,000 at a time unless I can... Yeah, no, can't do it, so... 1,000 at a time. I don't know why. Oh, but I don't want 13,000. I want 10,000. Why can't I? Does anyone know why it won't let me? Like, I can manually increase it, but like, I can't type in 10,000. I can't put another 0 or anything. I wonder if I could do like 99999. Okay, I might. I'll trade you that, and then I'll trade you one more. So, alpha, guys. It's alpha. You can only do 99. Okay, so it's. Well, that's kind. Oh, it's you, Vengeance. So I thought it was someone random just like coming up and like trolling me. Alright, congratulations. And you know what? Because it just doesn't feel right to give you 9,099. Accept again, and I'll give you the other one. Okay, to initiate trade again. Because it doesn't feel right. You just gotta... One burled wood. Yeah. Hey, Prince Chaos. Good to see you. Come on. There we go. All right. Yay. All right. I'm going to head over and head back to my claim and keep on building. Yeah, I'm really impressed by it. So, that castle thing that we were looking at is this one right here, just northeast of the spire, if anyone wants to go and see it, because, yeah, nice one buying the game, bro. Way to have honor, by the way. That's pretty awesome. And hello, Santaro Hayaki. Good evening, welcome. So just heading back, had a nice little respite. Or I don't know, is it I don't know how to say the word. I've seen it written, but I've never heard it said. So, whoa. So I'm planning on building a little laundry room out here. Why a laundry room? Better question is why not a laundry room? What do you have against laundry? Need clean clothes. Trailblazer! Ooh! And Cold Night, yes I am. I started streaming at 6 for the giveaway, and I figured I'm just gonna keep going, because I can. So, I'm just gonna be building anyway. I'm just gonna keep on going. And it felt like it felt a little fishy to just ask you guys to come out for a giveaway and then not do anything after, so might as well, you know, and I know a lot of people came for the giveaway that haven't really been on my stream very much, so I figured I'd show what it's all about. Prince Ao says, I was so happy to hear that you started the stream. Of course I started the stream. Absolutely. Yes, I am! I'm putting in a laundry room. I am putting in a laundry room. Makes sense. And then forgive me, I've gotten mixed up on who suggested the wine cellar, but that's happening too. You just gotta remind me, you've gotta keep after me. I'll make it happen. It's happening. So, the nice thing of having already given away the burled wood is that now I can use burled wood with reckless abandon and know that I'm not accidentally using up some burled wood that I promised to someone else. So that's nice. That's comforting. So, just trying to figure out sort of the logistics of this room. I know I want this to be wall. And I know that I can't go too crazy. I can't have it, so that's just one voxel right now. Okay, 2. Is that 2? Looks like 2. Oh no, I messed up. There we go. I can't go too crazy, just because the clean boundary's like, I think it's like here. Oh, wait, am I that close? That's scary. Oh! Okay. Found my boundary. Okay. Found where I'm putting the wall, guys. So we're going to have a nice long and narrow laundry room. And actually I can curve it around a bit and have it come kind of back out this way maybe. Oh geez, that could have been disastrous. Oh god. Check your claim boundaries, guys. Cold Night says, what did I miss with your building? Not a ton. Just working on, so I think when you last saw it, I had just kind of done this planner maybe and this railing and stuff. So I'm just working on putting in a laundry room, and then down this way I'm going to have some more steps, even more steps, down to a like master bedroom, and it'll be kind of down here. So, man, that could have been a problem. Hey, Prairie Dog. Good to see you. What is that? There we go. That should be too thick. is. Little weirdness, get rid of that. And I'm assuming that I'll heal this back up once I deal with the roof. I haven't really decided yet how I'm going to roof this place out. I'll deal with that later. So I'm thinking you come in and probably have like some cabinetry here. I think any good self-respecting laundry room should have cabinets. Well, any spacious self-respecting laundry room should have cabinets. I've been going crazy with my temple since the cold night. Good to hear it. I'll have to come out and visit you again. You always build the coolest stuff. Always have the top how I want it, then have to go underground. Just the words underground and temple kind of in the same vicinity, it just sounds so cool. I can't remember now if I did cabinets that were 6 deep or 5 deep in the kitchen. Can't remember. So I did, looks like 5, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did 6, okay. Let's do 6 again. So maybe, So I'm trying to think of, this is where I get to tap into my woman senses, where if I built my dream laundry room, because this is so exciting, what would I build? Well, I'd want some cabinets to put all the crap in, because crap goes in a area. Is there room on your island once I install the game? Yes, Gecko Guy. And by the way, if you're waiting on your key, I'm going to send it to you basically when I finish streaming. So I'm on Serenity Spine. There's lots of room out in the tundra, beautiful tundra out here, plenty of space. And I bet even if you pick around, like there's gotta be room in here, gotta be room in here. So yes, there's lots of room here. And personally, I find it very convenient. I'm on a tier 2 island, which I personally find really convenient for, just because I personally find myself always having to farm iron and silver, and it lets you do that. So, okay, so that's my plan there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. So I'm gonna make the top out of, I'm gonna do the combo of, I'm gonna have burled wood, not the plank, just burled wood. Let's see if this is the right grain direction. Yep, got lucky. And then because I don't want to waste a whole ton of striped wood, I'm going to make them hollow. It'll just take a lot less resources, because you'll never ever see these voxels, so make it hollow. So, striped wood, vertical grain. Nope, that's not the right texture. It could be that it's just loading incorrectly, in which case I'll just reload it. Vertical grain, striped wood. Let's try again. Okay. Sometimes this happens. It's just an alpha thing. If you find that your textures look really weird, you need to reload the voxels. So if you just switch to like windowed mode and then back, it'll, you know, when everything goes black and it reloads everything, it'll usually load it incorrectly. Like sometimes I walked in once and all my floors were like sapphire, which, while cool and insane in the sense of like I took screenshots and it's like, yeah, I built my floors out of sapphire, like a total baller. While cool, you know, to get it to display correctly, just reload. So let's see. Yes, and like Cold Knight said, Gecko, there's usually room on the edges, and in this case, that's definitely true. And the download probably won't take that long, by the way. Like, in chat, Joe M like downloaded and was in game like in what, 20 minutes maybe, possibly, pretty quick. By the way, do you need rocks for a giveaway? Do you guys want me to give away rocks? I could probably organize such a thing. Mortifram says you can press the showable land button on the map to see what spots are next. Oh, yes. Good point. I forget about this. So there's a button on the map that says show claimable land. Now this comes with a caveat, and so the red is what's been claimed, and so you can claim what's not red. This comes with a caveat though. This map is 3D. Now, hills are a thing. So if for example, like this is absolutely true because I use this scenario. So basically this person has claimed up here. You could probably claim right here as long as your elevation doesn't interfere with his buffer zone. So it's absolutely worth trying to get kind of, like, you can check, just because it's red doesn't mean you can't claim there. Check for mountains being on, and yeah, you'll be on the side of the mountain. And I know a lot of people kind of are looking for flat land initially, but you can do some really cool stuff on cliffs, like really hugging the cliff. And I think you can turn it into a feature, it doesn't have to be, it might make it harder to, you might not be able to, like, whatever you've been planning might not fit there perfectly, but it can really kind of make it interesting. So just a tip. Want to buy rock, sand, and dirt. My temple used 120,000 rock. Wow! Man. So I'm going to build, again, going totally, it's like woman nerddom. Like the woman version of, well, or just housewifey version of nerddom. I'm gonna build those like really nice washers that are like they're in pretty colors, like, and they're front loaded. Oh, makes the heart sing. It gets me excited. Let's see. I need probably. I always love the charcoal color ones. You guys are like, why are you that obsessed about washers? I don't know. They're cool. Not like washers, but like those washers are cool. So I don't really want to build out of solid iron. So to make this easier on myself, let's start. I selected dull metal iron, and I'll probably change bits, but just to start with some. Who's this? Daredevil. With oh gosh, I'm getting so much stuff today. It's awesome, but you guys are crazy. Stackable or side by side? I missed something. Compress says, Cole, do you build the exterior of my building and you can have all the rocks and sand? Oh my gosh, is this to give away? Oh my gosh, I may not have room for this. I may not have room for this. Okay, I do. Stackable or side by side. The washer and dryer are gonna be side by side. Yeah. Since when do we have a liquid tab? It's when they added ice with the new biomes. That all the like ice and snow and all that stuff. That's under the liquid tab. Carpe Diem BR says she's almost turned on by the washer. This might be the case. Alright, sweet. Anyone want rock? Cold night? You want some rock? That's got 60,000. So yeah, cool night, bro. If you want some rock, or anyone else, just speak up. I'm happy to be the purveyor of rocks. All right, so what's gonna be tricky about this is the door. I haven't really figured out how I want to do this yet. Rubito says, make a light colored sphere. Then place your eye in square so that just a small bit of the sphere takes... Oh! What a great idea! It will look like the glass bubble. It's like our minds are in sync. That's totally like what I was like, how am I going to do that? And like, when you said that, wow, thanks. Great idea. I'm going to try that. So, and actually, you don't have to do it with, so, you don't, like, I learned this, not to brag, but I learned this from a dev. So, if you shift tab when you're in the, like if you're working with spheres and you shift tab, if, like normally it scales and it just changes the size, but if you shift tab, it'll like inset it, right? Which is pretty cool. Now I might, in order to get this to be how I envision it, these washer and dryers might have to be a little taller. So let's actually do that. I think that's lined up, yeah? Yeah. So, hopefully that'll take care of it. Hopefully that'll be enough of an increase. That's, well, they aren't obviously as tall as you in real life, but they are much taller than average counter space, so scale is kind of weird in this game. Well, not in this game, but in this house, I guess, in my house that I'm making. Mortar Farm says, I could use some stone. Mind if I grab a sack? Yeah, come on down. Come and get it. I'm on Serenity Spine, just northwest of the portal. Building a stone building? Yeah, absolutely. Dust Tiger says, I guess I didn't pay attention to it. Yeah, if you hadn't gathered any, it wouldn't show up. It shows up once you gather something that goes in the ice house. So what he's talking about, guys, is this. This guy is new. It only used to be the 3. Now there's a 4th tab, liquid, with 2 textures of ice and 2 textures of tundra snow. Pretty cool. And they all have sort of like a sheen to them. It's pretty neat. So let's see. Add tool. Shift tab so that it's recessed. And it's going to poke out on the other side, but that's okay. I'll deal with that in a sec. So I'm thinking, let's see, what's a nice light? What is this? What did I do this out of? What is this? Is this iron? Or should I make it out of stone? I don't even remember what I did. Is this slate? No. Okay. So I could probably use slate then. Wick says, wow, Omid went for 4 hours. Really? Yeah, he was doing Q&A. I was watching until I came over here, obviously, to do the giveaway. And I didn't want to, I figured it would be pretty tacky to, like, try to, like, advertise that I was going live, like, in his stream while he was streaming. Oh, wow, you're here already? Whew. That was fast. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lag. There we go. And Q. And 3. I have some too. If you guys need stone, I don't build with a lot of stone, so if you guys need stone, I have some. I have quite a bit. But in Cold Night, you said you needed stone. If you want to come and get some, I have some. So shift tab to have it sink in. Oh God. Oh geez. Oh my. What's happening? So let's see what happens if I try to, like, I may have to get a little less lazy. We'll see. This looks like if a washer got pregnant. Doesn't it? The way it bulges out. Oh god. If appliances... It's like the coins. Like Dave Georgeson's coins. It's how you find a mommy coin and a baby coin, or a daddy coin. This isn't really going to plan at all, is it? No. I'm gonna have to find another way. It was a good idea, but I think we're gonna have to find another way. Hello, kitten. Hello. What am I making? I'm trying to make a washer. You know, one of those really, really nice, like I know Samsung makes them and several other, like Maytag, and like those front-loaded, like where they're like really pretty colors. Like there's like a dark blue one, like a red one, and like a gray one. I'm making a laundry room. One sec, guys. Whoa. Yeah, the cat wanted some love. Except she's not very, you know, like most cats, she wants love, but then the second you start to give it to her, she's like, no. Take a wash bin and put it inside, turn sideways, the wash bin. Do I have one of those, or is it in my vault? That's the one with like the red thing hanging out of it, isn't it? Like the red rag. Ancient basin. What does the end of this look like? Let's see. Because it looks like I wonder if I put like two of these back to back. Like that's actually fairly, the color's a little weird, it's not rounded. I actually, maybe not, because it's not really, I'm looking for that globe, that sort of globe look to it. One of friends says, love the plant pot, this plant pot. The stairs out of the basement don't seem to work. Yeah, I'm kind of annoying with stairs. I don't care if they work. I want them to look pretty, and I feel like floating stairs look prettier than the ones that work. And once hopefully if we get some sort of like transparent voxel or glass or something, I might be able to sneak in like glass right here that'll make them function, because they're actually at the correct angle to function. Like, you know, up 2, over 2, up 2, over 2. So they, you know, it's the correct slope, but they don't work because it's a 2 voxel jump. I'm not fussed about it. I like them to look pretty. What about the side with the towel? Yeah, but then you see I don't think so, because then I'm looking for something more solid. I'm trying to think of if there are any other props that might serve our needs. Actually, probably not from a forge. Probably more from the workbench. What accessories, props? Ooh, I'm getting hungry though. Do you know about using microvoxels to make an invisible path? I've heard it like I haven't done it, but I've heard you can like use tiny microvoxels and not have them staggered so that they don't like start merging, and that can make some that you can they work with collision, so you can walk on them. You want the washer door to bulge out. You've got 2 round barrels and 2 round tables, maybe. The chain wall hanging thingy, trying to switch that again. It's round, but it's not 3D. Like it doesn't have. It's not actually like I need a spherical thing, and I can't think of any props that are like that actually. Not spherical. The rounded, yes, but not spherical. Where's Dave Jordan? Have a Snickers. Yeah. Oh god, guys. I know I do this every time it's sunset, but look. Look how pretty. The atmospheric effects in the old, I mean, I've only seen this quite like this anyway in the old growth forest, but look at this. This might, hopefully this doesn't really kill. Hopefully this doesn't kill the stream or anything, but I'm gonna turn up lighting. And I don't know if that immediately takes effect, but just look at, it's so pretty. Like the way the light comes through the trees, it's just so nice. So, what I might have to do, it scares me, but I might have to do, like make something and then like transplant it. I don't know. It scares me a little bit. I fear. Just because we're getting into the territory of things like smoothing and microvoxels and technical things. Yeah, there's really no bulbous props in the game. Not right now. I'm sure eventually there'll be something. Let's see. What can I do? I might be. You know what I might be able to do? So I'll use this just to get sort of a feel for the scale of it. Something I might be able to do. Let's take maybe work slate, something a nice light gray, and actually more like a silver would probably be better, but actually, is there a sound in painting? There is. There's like a little like shimmery sound. Did I say it right? Can you? Are you comfortable? Can you like spell it phonetically how I'm supposed to say it? Because I promise, guys, I'm not trying to like say anyone's name wrong or like be disrespectful or anything. I'm just really horrible at figuring out pronunciations like that. So, Wick says, can you inset the red square pillow so only the round puffy part sticks out? But then it's red. It'll be red though. Dutch Tiger says, I'm going to go get some sleep. Good night. Yeah, so I don't have any stream scheduled for tomorrow. I may end up streaming something kind of as a bonus stream, but at least I can guarantee you I'll be back by Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific. So, and I should probably say that again for anyone who's new. So I stream EverQuest X Landmark every Monday through Thursday and Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, and then EVE Online and Minecraft kind of whenever I can. No, there's more than the shook shook shook. There's like a. I almost want to turn up the sounds really loud so you can. I guess they're already maxed. They're already maxed. Just. Do you hear the like? It's like chimey. Do you hear it? Do you hear it? I never noticed the little, like, it's like a shimmery, chimey sound. Not the shook, 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 not that. Like, there's like a... Do you hear it now? Anyone, am I crazy? Do you hear it now? Or try it in your game. You might be able to hear it better in your game than over the stream. Not crazy. Not crazy, guys. It's a thing. It's real. I promise. Whoa. So actually, I'm going to try doing this. This is... Let's try a new smooth tool, guys. Let's test it. So I'm gonna overfill a little bit, and then so it's gonna destroy what it's smooth, what it's attached to. But maybe I'll be able to like... Ah! Wow. So powerful. I don't know. I'm just trying to see if this is something that could possibly work. What is this original size? This is 6 by 7. 6 by 7, okay. So, then one out this way, one out this way, at least one out that way, and 7 high. So if I do this, what happens? It goes crappy. What if I... Can I like select this and like paste it onto something? Did I copy it? I did. Ugh! Maybe not. Hey, wanna check out my new washer and dryer? Hey. Jeez. I tried and can't hear it. No, 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 no! It's a thing, it's a thing, it's a thing! Okay, no, 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 no. Okay, so, just... Like, turn your speaker. I'll be really quiet, and then I'll wave before I'm going to talk. So I'll be really quiet. Turn your speakers like way the. Just. Yeah? Do you hear it? What are you trying to do there? So Sogar Gofin. That's a fantastic question, because I'm sure it's not looking like anything right now. So I'm working on a washing machine for a laundry room, and I'm having some trouble. Oh, well, no. No. I had hope for just a second, and it's just, no. Yeah! MC Socks has got it! MC Socks heard me. Vindicated. Vindicated. I am not crazy. It's real. It's like this shimmery little chimey sound. It's really, really, really quiet. It's like shh, shh. Every time you it's like behind the splunk. Let's, behind it. Like, listen. No, MC Socks is completely sane. You guys need to just go into game and like mute everything else and turn. No, I'm not done. I'm not crazy. She done fell and bumped her head. No, I'm not crazy. It's like a shimmery sound. If a sound could be shimmery, it's that sound. I bet if we got whoever we could tweet. Whoever does the sounds. Someone does the sounds. See? Prince heard it. Or you never spells your name phonetically. Yeah, it's not that hard to hear it, guys. Just listen. You might not be able to hear it with me talking. But yeah, kitty stream. Yeah, I'm not crazy. No, Wick. There's a chimey, shimmery, behind the sound. I'm not crazy. We can get someone in to confirm it, maybe, or tweet someone to confirm it. Oh, I need another one. This will say a box. Oh, I'll play with this later. I don't really want to figure this out right now, but a little bit. Maybe normally you don't separate them with a cabinet, but maybe I guess in this house we do. Because that just looks weird to have that gap. Oops. Oh, cat's trying to break out. You hear that? This little chirpy thing she does. It's pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. Grimfire says, wake up Dave, tell him you were hearing chimey noises in the game. That will go well. Yeah, that'll go great. Great. Oh yeah, and can I have an interview? No! No, he would probably be totally cool about it. And if he hadn't, can you imagine how excited Dave would be if he didn't know about the sound and he heard it? How excited, like, can you imagine Dave being, I think he'd be really excited. He's excited about everything. It's an after effect when placing a block. Is it any block though? Okay, hold up. Now it's... No, I definitely don't hear it. I definitely don't hear it when I just use the add tool. Just the paint tool. Not the delete tool either. Just the paint tool. You guys, I challenge you. Maybe after the stream and when I'm not talking, so you can turn your sounds way up and just listen with your heart, and you'll hear it. I promise. I'm not crazy. So let's just move this puppy over. Seems like the easiest way to do it. So I'm thinking maybe. And then I think this is going to be a very open air laundry room because it's a cabin and you're supposed to be like sucking in the outdoors. Like that's the reason people have cabins, is to like take in nature and just be like one with the world and stuff. Maybe not one with the world, but it's embrace nature kind of thing. Oh, you mean, yeah, the paint tool? Yes! Yes! It shimmers in sound. It's a shimmery sound. It's like chimey and just very soft. But it's definitely there. I'll be vindicated, Wick. There we go. And eventually I'm going to go through and go, add up little dividers just to make these look a little more authentic. But I'll do that in a bit once I'm sure I'm not going to move stuff around. And she's not hashtag cray, guys. She's right. I can hear it. See? Giving me a hard time. Oh man. It shimmers! It shimmers! The sound is shimmering. Oh, I promise. This is gonna mess up my wall, but I'll just redo the wall. Walls are easy. I think I exist for my cat. I exist to feed her and be a jungle gym. Just be loving for a little bit. Serger Goffin says, did you know that you can surround your entire door with a selection box and select the smooth tool? Click the selection box and it will smooth the entire contents. It's a good way to do decals. Maybe. The smooth tool now, though, will actually remove material, so I don't know how that'll work with the new smooth tool. I could try it. I don't know if I want to do it right now, though, just because I kind of want to just keep moving. Wick says, I wish I could say I actually heard it the whole time and was just messing with her. Do you hear it now, though, Wick? Do you hear it? Xander Vanguard says, ha, open air laundry at my cabin would cause you to freeze to death. Well, not maybe like open air, but like having, the window wall kind of feel to it. So that's very open concept, I believe is the term. Just like, I'm gonna do it right now, like, and this is gonna come out more. I've just got this, I don't know why I've got this so thin right here. There we go. So, put a little beam in here to get it started with vertical wood. Maybe bring that out a little bit. That makes a little more sense. Let's do that. Let's bring it out to the level of the cabinetry. And then grab this again. And by the way, those, like the two who just got new, just got the game, if you have like the selection tool or the add tool, delete tool, anything like that, if you hold Alt, you'll get this little shimmery beam of light thing. It's a material picker. Wick says, I'm trying to hear it. I'm starting to get suspicious of you guys. All of the sound is muted. Close my eyes super tight because that helps you hear better. Yeah, it's totally in there. Like, it's in there. I'm not making stuff up. And then I'll need a bottom beam just to kind of cap off the room. Whoa, wrong face. Need the bottom one. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Maybe, how can I do this? So let's see, I want this floor to come out. Let's delete that stuff. So this will need to come out a little bit. Seems about right. And oh, I should have filled that in. Whoops. This too is to here. Okay. And then I'm going to make this, I'm going to have this be a beam. Of sort of a, it's kind of a random height. I'm not really worried about that just yet. And then I'm thinking, so this will be, whoop. Come on now. So a wall for about that far maybe? About like that. Get some stucco. Actually, I was gonna put, okay, so what I'm thinking now is I'm gonna have this plaster here, or I said stucco, it's plaster, and then actually have a, I'm actually gonna, what I was planning to do, I'm gonna do the reverse. I was gonna put some shelves here, but I'm actually gonna do it against this wall over here. So this is gonna be a wall, probably, oh, that got all banged up, how'd that happen? Let's fix that. Hashtag restless kitty, hashtag sexy squares in a laundry room. They're shivery sounds. They're like, yeah. Oh man. So where's Sheldon's folding board? Do I need a folding board? That's what these are for, that you fold clothes on the thing. Gosh, I really want to make a coffee. I keep telling myself after I place one more block, and I'm totally addicted to this game. Awesome. Yeah, I wish I could do coffee straight. I have to have it heavily adulterated by things like cream and sugar. They don't have them still at all. They've taken them out of most Starbucks now. They're running out, but the caramel flan frappuccinos, oh my god. Jeez, guys, so good. What are the dimensions of the block for the washing machine? I think it was like 6 by 7. Let me check. So 6 by 6 on top, 7 tall. Nearly square, but not. I mean, it's one of those things where I wouldn't be opposed to changing it. Like if it needed to be shorter. Like if I like, I'll mess with it later. I just don't really want to piddle around stream with it, piddle around with it on the stream, because I value your guys' time, and I feel like that might not be the most interesting thing for you guys to watch. If you guys feel differently, let me know. So let's see. Maybe to about here. And then here, have a wall. Again, the roof line / ceiling is sort of arbitrary right now. I'm just sort of filling it in, and I'll deal with the specifics later. I'm really happy. My striped wood is actually going super far. After I was given some very thoughtfully, and then I went and farmed some as well. Personally, I'm excited about this washing machine. See? It's exciting. I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, does a house in Landmark need a washing machine? No. But it just kind of adds more believability to a house, you know? I mean, if I'm building something modern, like, it's, you know, I'm going to be anachronistic anyway, so let's put in modern technology. Might as well. See, I hear this a lot. Grimfire and Mortarfire, you're saying the same thing. I've heard this a lot, that I'm kind of, I've been called Arrow Radio. Like, you can stream whatever you want, I'm just listening to you in the background as a build, and Mortarfire saying the same thing. So, and Dave said the same thing last night. He was like, oh yeah, I just kept you on, I was just building. Stormtongue says, hit Dave up when he's next on Twitch. When the hell are we getting our animated washing machines? His ponytail might fall off. He said we were probably going to get sci-fi props, so if we're getting sci-fi props, maybe not, like, it's sci-fi is still sort of fantasy, like, in the realm, so it's sort of, I don't know. I can see it happening, if we get a more bulbous prop, like, I could make it work, you know, if it's sort of, like, bulbous, and preferably dark colored, but we're just getting picky now. Good morning, or good evening, Mindpire. Good morning. Good evening. Wick says, I'm trying to build one. Most of the crap on my claim are just test projects to see if I can figure out how to make stuff. Yeah, try to make a washing machine. Let me know how it goes. You know what I'm talking about, right? The little front and the loaded, you know, like, I see them all the time whenever I go to Best Buy, and I get sort of wistful. Mortarfarm says, nice. It seems like the community in EverQuest Next Landmark are either previous EQ players or come from a more Minecraft sandbox background. I'm of the latter. I came from Minecraft, which I feel I wish I knew more about, like, sort of. There's so much, like, lore stuff, like references and stuff that I don't get, and I wish I understood it better. I really don't, unfortunately. Okay, I'm thinking burled shelves. If I do striped, it's going to be a heck of a lot of striped going on in here. Something in burls. Planks. Planks? Do I want planks or do I want... Whoa, no diagonal though. That's about the only thing I know I don't want. Nope. Horizontal. Okay. So I'll just translate this up. You know, for like bottles of detergent and folded laundry. Actually, I should have kept that selected. Oh. And yes, I know I'm a total woman for thinking of these things, but suck it. I'm just kidding. I give up on the damn washing machine. Oh, I'm sorry. Sogar Coffin says, use microvoxels to paste little buttons on that washing machine. I probably will, but that would probably be one of the last things I do, just because I would want to work around that after I'd done it. MC Socks. How long did it take you to collect all the resources for the cabin? More time than I'd like to admit. I was at about, so for striped wood, this morning I was at about like 4,300 or so. First of all, I used like 4.5K just doing the beams like here, and I got like this little entryway, and that was it. That was 4.5K, and then one of my viewers just really generously brought me like 6,000, and so I was working on that, and I used another 2,000, and then I mined or gathered a whole bunch before I did the giveaway. Oh my god, Era loves burled wood. Yeah, that burled wood. It's pretty. It's a really nice tone, and like I didn't use it a lot because I mean, like in the beginning of the game when I was first building, I didn't have enough to do much with it, and also the texture wasn't as nice. It was a couple weeks into alpha when they changed the textures for burled wood, and they gave it more just more definition. It was very kind of blah. It was a very undefined texture. It was a good color, but it had no texture whatsoever. And when they changed it up, it just became really lovely. Actually, I know what I want for this. I want pillows. Ader says, "Yeah, you're still here." I'm still here. I've been streaming a long time. I'll probably go for maybe another 20 minutes or so, and then I gotta eat. My stomach is like killing me. Oh, this floor is burled? Yup. All the floors are burled. Yup. Henrik says, I've been having fun playing with my setup. I even taught myself some stuff in GIMP. Nice! Since I can't afford Photoshop. Well, GIMP is a really nice, it's a good way to go. You've done a bit since I left. Just a little. Actually, I really actually haven't done. I move slowly. I'm sorry. So I've just been working on this. I'm going to get some pillows because I want to go ahead and stick those up in the laundry room. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I am the worst at remembering to like equip stuff. I think you have to. Okay, so these are accessories, right? So I'm going to take these off. Oh wow, that makes a big difference. That's pretty cool. I'm glowing. I'm just gonna keep that on all the time. Like, I'm full of light. I just remembered I went down there for like a reason. I filled in the panels, built those shelves. See, I feel like I'm going really slowly. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Just because I sit here and chat with you guys, because it's half the fun. And also because I sit here and deliberate a lot. Been using them on the Galactica. Your eyes are burning. Is it that bad? I mean, if it's bothering you guys, I'll take it off. But I mean, I think it's helpful. So. One of the things that Omid mentioned on his stream that I thought was particularly interesting was someone asked, do you think that when you rotate stuff that we'll get maybe more degrees of rotation? You know, so more flexibility, like when you're, like right now it's gated, right? It's, right? And he said something to the effect of, well, we don't want to make the tools overly complex because then it becomes like Photoshop MMO, which I thought was sort of an interesting way to look at it. Although, as a note, you can rotate stuff in exactly any way. Like you can, if once you right-click, you can rotate any way you want to. Although I think they may have specifically been asking about like copy and pasted props. Like you can't rotate those, or like if you copy and paste like voxels, you can't rotate them on weird angles. Vito says hold control. Are you talking about like when you're rotating stuff? Oh yeah, it does. Well, there is that, but you also, once you place it, you can, like, I actually prefer most of the controls after I've placed the item. Like, I like that to translate, you can use all of the, and I'm actually going to sync this down into the thing, so it looks kind of like sheets, maybe? And I'm going to do another one on top of it. This house is going to have a lot of red, I guess. But I like, particularly the rotation, having all three axes to deal with at the same time, I think is really handy. Because sometimes, like when you're toggling through the rotation options, you almost don't know which way you need to rotate it. You just, I don't know. Is streaming sort of your full-time gig era? I'm trying to build up my channel right now, so I'm spending, yeah, most of my days on that. Trying to get it going. We'll see. I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch, but we'll see. I do enjoy it. I've mainly been struggling with sort of hashing out some technical issues that needs to be scaled down. And now that those are improving a bit, I'll probably be streaming more often. My God, Ara, do not tell me Taylor Swift influenced you. Where did you get Taylor Swift? Did I say something that she says or something? I do not follow Taylor Swift. I just know that she seems to have some very bad luck in relationships. Luck. Wick says, it doesn't matter which way I rotate. I always rotate the wrong way first time. Oh yeah, absolutely. 100%. Absolutely. Okay, I feel like right here need to be some bottles, like detergent or something. Like I kind of want to bust out like, what's something orange? Copper would work, except it'll bleed. You know, like a Tide bottle. Like topaz. I think that'll be too green. Like if it was the color that it is in the panel, it would totally work, but it comes out green. This agate will have to work. Whoa, didn't actually select it. Let's try that again. There we go. Oh, red. I get it. No. Hello. Do you want to actually come in so they can see you? She's like, no. Of course not. Actually, I could do sapphire. Like there's what brand is it that's blue? One of the brands is blue. Actually, no, I want to do gold. Because blue's going to look weird. The blue might look more like what it's supposed to be, but... Actually... So, I'm going to try this. This might be a horrible idea. Ah! But I'm going to try to... Needs more lamp. Yeah, I'll add lighting in a sec. Wick, I'm like that with USB cables. I think everyone's like that with USB cables. Beto says, it should be 50-50, but it seems to be 20-80. Oh, like with getting the wrong side with USB cables. Yeah, that's totally true. Okay, so... That looks like a gasoline can or like a rooster. That escalated quickly. Maybe if I just like smooth the whole thing and then like replace the bottom two voxels. Ah! And then like paint. Don't they have like a reddish label? Except if I make a red label, it might look sort of like some sort of like biohazard. By the way, did you hear the shimmer, guys? I heard it. It shimmers. Shelf lamp, voxel books. It's a laundry room. Why are you gonna have books in a laundry room? Ooh! Thank you, Mortarfram. Thank you. Best of luck with the stream. Thank you very much, Mortarfram, for the donation. I appreciate it. Woke me right up. That's a shimmery sound. All right, let's see. What's... Did you hear it? Shimmer, shimmer. Am I lagging or is it the stream? Is it me? You heard it? Wick, you heard it? That's the ultimate vindication, guys. I win. I win. And thank you again, Mortarfram. Mortiferum. There we go. There's an extra syllable in there. I think I was dropping. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. That helps a lot. I'm trying to save up for a new processor. I actually heard the shimmer this time. Yeah. Okay, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Just for the shimmer. Just for the shimmer. Just for the shimmer. It's not me. You heard it when someone donated. Yeah, but that's the other. Oh. No. Dang it. I thought I was vindicated. I thought... Dang, this hair. What is this doing? I'm trying to put a label on this thing that looks somewhat convincing. Sounds like my cat might be about to have a problem with the litter box. So that's not what I'm going for, but it looks really cool. Doesn't that look nice? I don't know. Am I crazy? Storm Tongue, heading back in the game. Night, Storm Tongue. Maybe I'll go with Ruby. That seemed to be alright. Or, Rubicite? Rubicite has very... Now that looks like Biohazard if I ever saw it. Very like Hazard, like, you know, the gold and black. Odd, I can't see the stream at all. Internet must be fried. You got it? Good. My cat insists on sitting on my lap. I wish my cat would sit on my lap when I play. I can barely, like, everyone, like, when she's really tired, and not when I'm talking. If I'm talking, she's just gonna be really hyper. But when I stop playing, or when I stop talking and kind of chill down, and she'll come up and she'll, like, it's really cute actually. She'll come up and lay on my shoulder, and she likes to get her face like right in my ear because it kind of holds it, like as she falls asleep, it keeps her face from slipping. But she won't just sit in my lap, like, and of course I have to hold her, so then I kind of have to play one-handed. Stormtongue says, oh, on Serenity Gully, on the highest snowy mountain, if you want. Oh, okay. I forgot. Yeah, you're building an ice castle out there. I'll totally have to check it out. So, Serenity Gully. I'm trying to remember that. I think that might be the closest we're going to get to a detergent bottle, guys. I would say the cap should be a different color, but I feel like that might be pushing luck. Alright, here we go. Let's see how it pastes. Oh no! Okay, so let's try to get it. That almost makes me want to space out the shells more, just because of that. Like I might be able to get away with it if I space out the shells more. Let's just see how it looks. It might actually look all right to have the shelves more spaced out. So this would be 2 higher. And this would be 1 higher. What's a very loud plane? I don't know, what do you guys think? Is that just too tall? Might be too tall. So let's see what happens when I try to correct that. Kind of gets a little funky. Let's try to play cool. Guys, I don't think my detergent bottle's gonna. I don't think this is gonna happen. I think I might have to stick with boxes. I don't know. It looks so nice there. I think I'm gonna actually back down. Lord knows if you try to make a Tide bottle in Minecraft, it'll be 20 times larger than it actually is. That's true. Yeah, that's how my cat does it. He literally is like my one and only child. Aww. I hate targeted advertising. How do they know I'm fat? Oh, maybe pictures from the Google Maps spy truck. That's horrible. Oh, I know. I'm sure it wasn't targeted. I'm sure it was the luck of the draw. The feed won't load. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to go with boxes of detergent. I guess that's how that's gonna have to play out. Actually, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to start. Oh yeah, I was totally gonna stop like a while ago. Oops. Yeah, I'm kind of fizzling. I'm kind of getting tired. Boxes of detergent. Okay. I kind of want to put a chandelier in the laundry room. It's like, it's so dumb, but it's just so like, I kind of want it. Maybe I won't. I'll put like maybe two lamps here. Here maybe? Let's try that. Why does this keep happening to me? Why does this keep happening where they default to like not even on, like it's at a weird angle? I promise I'm not bored, I just yawn a lot. Maybe drop lights would be better, I'm not quite sure. Oh, I should have done that on the other one though. Oh, that's okay. The lanterns that go onto the sides of walls are one of the few props that I don't automatically resize when I God, I can't tell if they're level. Teshkuka? I think I know who that is. Yes, in laundry room. One sec, guys, one sec. Okay. Okay, so can you show off the whole? Yeah, sure. Might not be able to see it very well because it's nighttime, but okay. So this is the laundry room, the state of the laundry room at the moment. And yes, quarter window in the laundry room. We are going. That's how we're playing it. This is going to walk down to a master bedroom. I decided that's actually going to head towards the front. It's a little bit of a change from what I was initially feeling. Okay, so let's grab the platform. So this is from the front. This is going to be the big great room, living room slash great room. And just really happy with how these windows are going so far. I wish there was glass. We'll see. Also, one of the things, we actually didn't get a definite answer on, well, I mean, as definite as devs can give on glass. I don't remember if if Dave had any wisdom on that one. But hopefully, maybe we'll get some glass and I can fill those windows in. But this is like the one thing I knew I wanted in this cabin. Everything else was sort of up for grabs. So, I've got this going on as sort of what will be sort of like a semi-enclosed office space. I'm gonna do like sort of a built-in desk here, maybe some shelves. I know I'm envisioning like desk, shelves on this side, and a clock here. It's kind of how I'm seeing it. He said glass was eventually. Okay, so it's probably kind of low priority. Yeah. So a guarantee, but down the line. Makes sense. So this is the kitchen, which probably looks about the same from when you last saw it, Tess. And no, this is not even my final form. This is going to change. I just don't know how yet. And the entryway. So actually, the entryway is actually going to be over here. Ooh, I found something I need to replace with striped wood. I knew it was hiding somewhere. Whoa, not add tool, paint tool. Oh, I didn't hear it that time. I guess it's only when you do individuals, so. And Tess, you missed it. We discovered a new sound, and I welcome you to find it in game. If you use the paint tool, like after the, there's like a, like chimey. We won't need real glass till they add real cold and rain. Yeah, but that's true. But it's nice to kind of enclose the building. Plus, when there's mobs, like I don't want stuff to be able to climb through my windows. So here's an updated pic of the arena I'm working on. Ooh. I like the rail. I like it a lot. I like the textures you're using. It almost makes it look beveled. It looks really cool. Really like it. I'm still sane. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't do the sound when you're just painting a selection, though. I did find that. And yeah, I need to address like flooring out here. I just don't want to right now. I just don't feel like it. Details, practicality. Blech. Wick says he built a huge hourglass, sort of frozen in time or something. Ooh, that would be hard without glass. That would be cool, though. I want to see that. Where's your claim, Wick? And thank you, Tess. Oh, and the one place I didn't show you, which probably hasn't changed at all, was the basement, which isn't finished. And I've just kind of haphazardly put stuff down here because I want to be able to use it, but I don't really want to actually, like, work on all this yet. And actually, I just realized what I may actually do with this basement is push it out this way, because I know I'm not going to be building directly like above this, so I'll just push this out this way and maybe have my workstations in a little nook in this direction, because I have to figure out somewhere to put it where the smoke from the workstations won't interfere, won't like be coming up into my living room or something. So this out here may provide enough space that I can do it. Because if it comes out of the mountainside, it's not that bad, but if it's like in the middle of your house, it's sort of weird. Serenity Tableland, okay. Until I add the wine cellar. Yeah, wine cellar is the other idea that I really need to implement. We were talking about it earlier, and it sounds like so perfect for the cabin. It just sounds so perfect. I was thinking this also kind of works as sort of like a Napa Valley kind of place. I don't know. It's all bizarre experiments to discover new techniques. There's no theme. That's good. Like, I think those are cool because it's more of like a technical kind of. I like it. I'm very non-technical. There's a lot of stuff I don't know how to do. Did you hear that, like, tapping? It's so weird. I am getting hungry, though. It's getting to me. If I zone into Tableland, turn southeast and look up, it's a huge claim on top of a mountain. Okay. You know what? I'm going to copy and paste that into... I've got, like, a little notepad from the giveaway and stuff. Cool. Yeah, guys, I think I gotta get some food. Because I started at 6, and it's 9:15. And when I started at 6, I hadn't actually eaten yet. So I'm getting pretty hungry. How did the giveaway go? I think it went really well. I'm really excited. I'm really excited just because we obviously gave away the 2 keys, the 10,000 World Wood, and I've already given the 10,000 World Wood to Joem, who won it. And then 2 keys I'm going to be sending out after I finish streaming. I have to remember to do that. Bring your grapple. It's not the most wheelchair friendly claim. Wait, did I miss it? Yes, I did it earlier at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. That was 3 hours ago. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I try to help out with, I know time zones make it sort of difficult. I had beef stew for dinner and I'm full as possible. Beef stew sounds nice. I'm sure Extraordinary Desserts is still open. I could probably whip up some really nice brownies. I've got a really good recipe. It's like double chocolate. It uses like both like cocoa and like chocolate chocolate chips. Yeah, and like a stick of butter. Oh, yeah. Really good. Well, guys, I think that's going to do it for me, at least for now. I probably won't stream again tonight just because it's getting pretty late. So normally my stream schedule is normally that I stream Monday through Thursday and Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific, which is GMT minus 8. That's my normal schedule. I've been trying to throw in more just extra streams. Oh, I'm making everyone hungry. Oh, sorry. I'll shut up about food. I'm sorry. So normally I stick to that schedule, but now that I'm starting to get sort of the technical side figured out and I'm sort of streamlining my pipeline and stuff, I'm throwing in more extra streams just because why not, right? So definitely hit the follow button, and that way you'll know when I'm streaming. And also on Twitter, I tweet every time I go live, and I try to do it a little bit beforehand as well, just so that you guys can know when it's coming up. So, all right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for me. I'll see you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. At least Monday, probably tomorrow. See you guys.